See, as human beings, why? The only reason why we are dominating every other creature, including massive creatures, much bigger than us, more powerful, faster, quicker, in strength, in capabilities, why we are dominating all of them is our ability to use tools, isn't it? So do not underestimate the power of the tools. If I ask you to unscrew this screw in this furniture, you try with your hands, your fingers, your fingernails, they will all break and bleed, but the screw stays right there. I give you a little screwdriver, but you don't know how to use. You poke it here, poke it here, poke it here, poke it here. No use. Only if you put it right there and use it the way you must use it, suddenly another world, isn't it? Right now, the greatest tools that we have in our hand is our own body, our mind, our emotions, our energy. These are our tools. If you harness these tools well, you will live wonderfully. If you don't harness them, you will live badly. If these tools turn against you, you will live terribly. Right now, what is it that human beings are largely suffering? No great amount of suffering is coming to you from outside. Everything is on self-help, isn't it? Poking yourself. Why? Because we gave you a sharp mind. If we had given you the brains of an earthworm, you would also be very peaceful. But to develop this level of cerebral capability took millions of years of evolution to get you here, isn't it? I want you to just imagine, from a single-celled amoeba to make you like this, how much work? Huh? And now you suffer this result. Essentially what you're suffering is your own cerebral activity, isn't it? You have an intelligence for which you don't have a stable enough base. So it's poking you. Instead of being useful to you, it is poking you simply because this base is not stable. So one thing is to create a stable base so that this intelligence works for you. So these 7 days of online program and what we are trying to do here, one thing is, we have very effective tools, but it must be in the right hand. Only if you use it the right way, it opens up a new dimension to human life. Inner engineering process by itself involves the body, the mind, emotion and energy. What we need to do with the body and energy, we will have to do direct because that's a kind of a transmission, that is not a teaching. But what we do with mind and emotion is a kind of a teaching that you can experience online. For most human beings, if the way they think and feel changes, you will see there is a tremendous change in their life.
Dear seekers, have you ever wondered why, in the midst of our most profound problems, we often find the seeds of our greatest spiritual growth? Why is it that in the darkness of our struggles, the light of understanding shines the brightest? And how do we transform our challenges into opportunities for profound spiritual awakening? In life, problems are inevitable. They come in various forms: physical, emotional, mental, or even existential. Each problem, however, carries with it a hidden gift, a chance for us to evolve, to grow, to understand ourselves and the world around us at a deeper level. This is where spirituality intersects with our daily struggles, offering us a perspective that transcends the immediate distress. Consider a simple example from everyday life. Imagine you are stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. This situation, trivial as it may seem, is a problem that triggers stress, anxiety, and frustration. Now, imagine if in that moment of tension, you decide to turn inward. You take a deep breath, observe the tension in your body, the flurry of thoughts in your mind, and just be present with them without judgment. This simple act of mindfulness, a core aspect of spiritual practice, transforms a mundane problem into an opportunity for self-awareness and inner peace. This is not to say that spirituality negates or trivializes our problems. Rather, it provides a framework for understanding them in a broader context. It helps us realize that our problems, much like everything else in life, are impermanent. They come and go, but what remains constant is our inner self, our consciousness, which observes these problems. In the realm of spirituality, problems are often seen as a form of divine play. They are there not to torment us, but to help us evolve, to peel away the layers of ego and reveal our true nature, which is pure, unbounded, and full of potential. This perspective doesn't remove the problem, but it changes how we relate to it. We start to see our problems as opportunities to practice patience, compassion, and understanding, both towards ourselves and others. The key to transforming our problems into spiritual growth lies in awareness. By becoming more aware, more present, we begin to see our problems not as obstacles, but as pathways. Pathways that lead us to a deeper understanding of who we are, what we value, and what truly matters in life. In embracing our problems with this spirit of inquiry and openness, we align ourselves with a fundamental truth of existence, that life is a journey of constant learning, growing, and evolving. Our problems, then, become our teachers, guiding us towards a more profound and meaningful engagement with life. Spirituality offers us a lens through which to view our problems not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. It invites us to look within, to find strength, resilience, and wisdom that we never knew we had. It reminds us that in the heart of every problem lies the potential for an extraordinary spiritual journey, one that leads us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the cosmos. As we continue on this journey, it becomes increasingly clear that our external problems are often reflections of our internal state. The turmoil we experience in the outside world can be a mirror showing us the unrest that lies within. This realization is pivotal in our spiritual growth. It shifts our focus from trying to control the external circumstances to understanding and transforming our inner landscape. Think of a situation where you feel deeply troubled by someone's actions. On the surface, it might appear that the problem lies entirely with the other person. But upon introspection, you might discover that this external conflict is highlighting your own fears, insecurities, or unresolved issues. This is not to say that the problem is your fault, but rather, it is an invitation to look within and explore what this situation is teaching you about yourself. This inward journey is at the heart of spirituality. It encourages us to question, to delve deep into our psyche, and to confront the parts of ourselves that we often ignore or hide from. This process can be challenging, as it involves facing our shadows, our fears, and our limitations. However, it is through this very process that we grow. As we engage with our problems from this place of introspection and self-awareness, we begin to understand that every challenge carries within it the potential for liberation. A problem is not just a hurdle to be overcome, but a gateway to a deeper understanding of our true nature, which is beyond the fluctuating states of happiness and sorrow, success and failure. This understanding aligns beautifully with the teachings of many spiritual traditions, which emphasize the impermanence of all things. By recognizing the transient nature of our problems, we can detach ourselves from the grip of suffering they often bring. This detachment is not indifference, it is a profound understanding that while we may not control everything that happens to us, we have the power to choose our response. In choosing a response that is grounded in awareness, compassion, and wisdom, we transform our problems from sources of suffering into catalysts for spiritual awakening. We learn to embrace life in all its complexity, with all its ups and downs, as a journey of continuous learning and growth. Dear seekers, spirituality teaches us that the path to true transformation and liberation lies within us. It urges us to view our problems not as barriers, but as bridges leading us to greater self-awareness, understanding, and peace. By turning inwards and confronting our inner world, we can transform our external challenges into stepping stones on our spiritual journey, leading us closer to realizing our true potential and the interconnectedness of all existence.